You're looking live at both Dare and Carteret County. 9 on your side. First Alert crews are there ready to give you the latest on what's happening in your neighborhood as Hurricane Arthur is set to make landfall overnight.
Well, right now, let's get right to the First Alert Forecast Center. David Sawyer, we've been listening and talking to you for quite some time now. Got some updates.
Absolutely right. The very latest on Hurricane Arthur now moving into eastern and central portions of Carteret County. A confirmed situation now along Shackleford Banks. Weather sensors, the wind data coming in, the winds are just simply calming down to almost nothing, and that is exactly what a hurricane does in the center of it. We'll zoom in first into this portion of down east and central portions of Carteret County. As we do that, here is the center making landfall as we speak here at the 11 o'clock hour, coming right on in. And with that being the case, Hurricane Arthur still moving to the northeast and is moving across the eastern portions of Carteret County. The very latest just in, Patrick Ellis.
To give you the latest right now, and actually I think the system just updated. If we can take the Omni source, this is it. If we can pretty much say the Eye of Arthur has made landfall at Cape Lookout at 11 o'clock this evening. We can pretty much say that at this point, as the latest update saying that it is about 0 miles north of Cape Lookout. So we can officially say that this has been a landfalling hurricane at Cape Lookout as a Category 2 with 100-mile-per-hour winds. It is now moving northeast at 35 degrees, now moving at 18 miles per hour. So the forward speed has definitely picked up. Pressure has dropped to 976 millibars and is currently sitting at 34.6 north, 76.6 west. But we have a landfalling hurricane at Cape Lookout, North Carolina on this July the 3rd.
And with that being the case, let's go back to our First Alert Live Viper one more time before we send it back over to Jeff and Angela with more very, very extensive coverage on this very, very impressive hurricane tonight, causing all of this havoc across eastern North Carolina. As Patrick just said, here is the center. The eye of the storm is moving into Carteret County right now as you're watching it live with us here at 11:02. A lot more to tell you about this storm as we're with you all night long. Jeff and Angela, we of course got extensive coverage all across the coast.
Yeah, David, thank you very much. Our team coverage has us all up and down there, teaming up with Hurricane Arthur here. In Carteret County, bridges are closed. A curfew is in effect. Our Erica Anderson is live in Morehead City. We saw her just a few moments ago. Now we know that the eye of the storm has moved onshore. Erica, are you seeing anything different there?
It's actually calmed down just a little bit. The water behind me was kind of moving, the boats were rocking, and they've actually kind of stilled for the moment. So it's actually improved just a little bit. The rain's lightened up, the wind's not as strong. So within a few minutes, I mean, the wind was pretty strong a couple minutes ago, and now it's kind of died down. The rain is actually starting to lighten up, and that water is almost still at this point. So you can definitely see it's improving as the storm starts to make its way out.
Interesting the way the water just stopped. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know, we actually thought the small boat over here, I don't know if you can see it, it was moving around maybe 30 minutes ago. We thought it may actually be gone because the ropes it was getting pulled by the ropes a lot. So we were quite concerned about that boat, but now it's pretty much still and it looks like it's going to be okay, and our friends in the boat are actually standing outside just checking out their boat at this point.
Yeah,
so.
there you go. Well, we had just spoken to you just a few minutes ago, so I don't want to reiterate all of those questions as the people are probably still with us, but it's amazing that your presence is helping us see what the eye of a storm can certainly be, because it was crazy there just 5 minutes ago. Absolutely. Erica Anderson reporting for us live tonight in Morehead City. Erica, thank you.
All right, moving north to the Outer Banks now. They're also expecting to feel the brunt of Arthur there. Dare County told people there to prepare for ocean overwash and soundside flooding. Many locals have already evacuated. Our Brandon Goldner is in Kill Devil Hills. Brandon, what are the latest conditions there?
Well, Angela, about 2 minutes right when we were on Erica's live shot, it started raining. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but it's starting to get ready to rain right now. It is raining right now. It's kind of raining this way, kind of in a sideways pattern.
We're continuing to track the severe weather components with Arthur this evening. Back again to this portion of northern TV9 viewing area. We're into this portion of the 9 on your side viewing area. Hertford County, Ahoskie over toward the Perquimans County area. Our live radar still showing this couplet right here along the Bertie and Hertford County line. Tornado warning still in effect for this portion of the 9 on your side viewing area until 11:30 officially. You can see these flashing boxes. These are called the warning polygons here. The storm continues to make their way right on through. Patrick?
I do want to make the mention is that these storms have kind of started to fall apart a little bit since the last time we came to them, but the tornado warning still in effect for northern Bertie and also for central portions of Hertford County, also for Gates County, northern Chewan, this does not include Edenton, and also northern Perquimans County. This does not include Hertford, but right now that rotational center is sitting near the Gildan community and is going to move up towards Powell Crossroads, Carter, and eventually up towards the Flat Branch community. The one that is currently in Bertie County is near Trapp and Powellsville, and we'll be moving up towards Ahoskie here over the next couple of minutes. So just heads up there in Ahoskie, go ahead and move to a safe place as we still have those tornado warnings in effect. And I want to go back to what we were talking about as far as the winds were concerned. Right now, the Fort Macon site averaging only 29-mile-per-hour winds right now, considering that we were talking about earlier, an 87-mile-per-hour wind gust down at Fort Macon. It's crazy to even believe that that was only about 30 minutes ago, and now we're talking about the average wind speed, 29 miles per hour, as they are now inside the eye itself. And you know, oddly enough, that eye is fairly large in size in comparison, and we'll kind of look at this real quick and. You know, it's about 21 miles across. Now, Erica Anderson's down in Morehead City currently. She's going to get in, and if you live in Morehead City and over towards Emerald Isle and also over towards the Bogue Banks right now, you're going to get in on the western eye wall. So you're probably going to have tropical storm force winds again as this pulls up towards the north. So Morehead City, you're not out of the woods just yet. Just wait a couple more minutes and you're going to be back in the winds and the rain. But right now, as far as the winds are concerned right now, the strongest winds that are currently in effect are moving across Highway 70 right now. And if you remember a couple of minutes ago, we were talking about up towards South River, they had winds about 29 miles per hour. We'll query this and look at this 50-mile-per-hour winds right now. The frictional effects, and we were talking about this the entire night, the frictional effects were going to slow down the wind speeds as soon as they moved inland, and that's exactly what is happening. So we've gone from 87-mile-per-hour winds at the coast to just 50-mile-per-hour winds, not but 10 miles, 15 miles inland from the actual coastline as the frictional effects are taking hold in down East Carteret County.
You know, the eye itself now making headway and moving across mainland Hyde County between now until 4 o'clock.
And, you know, I would say, you know, for our crews at KDH right now, this may be getting, you know, we said about 233.
That might be another one of those, Patrick, where you might need to explain what KDH is.
KDH is Kill Devil Hills in the Outer Banks. But up there, Wanchese, Manio, it's about to get high time there very soon. The eye wall is approaching, you guys, and it's going to be there probably within the next, say, 15-20 minutes or so, if not sooner than that.
They're switching out crews, so as soon as we can get Maria Satira up, she'll have a report of what's exactly going on.
And she might need to have Ann to hold her down.
Right, and looking at that from that perspective, we are going to stay with you for the rest of tonight as we continue to just take turns sharing, as well as bringing this very important information to you, our viewers, with all that is going on. You know, the Dare County Gunnery Range reported a wind of 67 miles per hour, now up to 69 miles per hour. So we're flirting with hurricane force gusts now from the Gunnery Range in Dare County as that moves on in.
Yes, so Stumpy Point to Manio up towards Kitty Hawk, Kill Devil Hills, Avalon, Duck. It's going to be high time here fairly soon, and you know, a lot of people. There wasn't an evacuation order for Kill Devil Hills or the northern part of Dare County because that's technically two different islands. So they evacuated Hatteras Island, but the northern island they did not evacuate. So a lot of people stayed there.
All right, thanks.
All right. You know, as we go out of Maria's shot, just want to bring up Omni for our directors in the back. We have a camera at Kill Devil Hills at the Wright Brothers Memorial there. There it is right there. That bright spot in the background there is the Wright Brothers Memorial.
That's right.
And look at the wind just whipping around there. starting to pick up there. I know you can't really see it. It's kind of grainy there because of the camera, but you can kind of get the gist if you look at sort of the bottom of the screen there.